Money Market Mutual Funds and Bond Mutual Funds. Chapter 1. Money Market Mutual Funds. Money Market Mutual Funds Info. A money market mutual fund is a mutual fund made up of completely safe government-backed treasury securities and savings bonds. The money is liquid, you get a few interest points and there's little or no costs, unlike a checking account which often has fees. There are 4 types of money market mutual funds. U.S. Treasury funds, U.S. government funds, general purpose corporate funds, tax-free money market funds. Banks sell mutual funds, some of which carry the bank's name, but mutual funds sold in banks, including money market funds, are not bank deposits. Don't confuse a money market fund with a money market deposit account. The names are similar but they are completely different. A money market fund is a type of mutual fund. It is not guaranteed and comes with a prospectus. A money market deposit account is a bank account. It is guaranteed by FDIC if the bank goes bankrupt. It comes with a truth in savings form. The banks take a quiet commission on money market funds which they rarely tell the customer about unless pressed about it. Money market mutual funds invest in safe interest-bearing instrument like bonds and government securities. Money market mutual funds are an alternative to savings and checking accounts. Typically, a minimum $1,000 investment is required where you get some interest and you can withdraw money at will like a savings account and write checks on most of them. Some have a minimum value for the checks, like they can't be less than $100 while others don't. Still, the advantages are no checking account fees and a higher interest rate than banks. Some offer special accounts for IRAs and other retirement plans. Some money market funds that invest in government securities are even tax-exempt, meaning you don't have to pay income taxes on the interest you earn. Money market funds offer instant liquidity and a high degree of safety. Basically, they are simple funds that invest in government and corporate securities, bonds, and in bank deposits. They have a large advantage over the hefty costs of bank checking accounts and offer good rates of interest to boot. Money market funds are good places to invest when the prime rate goes above 10% and stocks start to go down. They're a safe place to keep money during hard times for the economy. When the prime rate is high and coming down, your best investment is a bond fund. For every drop of 1%, bond funds appreciate by 10%. If you want a better return on CDs than at your local bank, simply check the rates of money market funds in the newsletter 100 Highest Yields or in any money type magazine, Kiplinger's, Wall Street Journal, Barron's, and open an account there. Virtually all mutual fund companies and stockbrokers sell money market funds. You can do it all by mail or electronically. It doesn't matter if the company is across the country. Your checks are good everywhere and you can even get an ATM card with some of them. Money Market Mutual Fund Resources. Kiplinger's.com, smartmoney.com, fixedincome.com, ibcdata.com, imoneynet.com, vanguard.com, Bank Rate Monitor, POB 088888, N. Palm Beach, Florida 33408, 800-327-7717. Bankrate.com. Newsletter 100 Highest Yields lists the best money market funds and CDs around. IBC/Donahue's Money Fund Directory. 290 Elliott St. Ashland, Massachusetts 01721. 800-445-5900. 800-343-5413. 900-773-4868. Best Money Market Funds. 508-881-2800. ibcdata.com. Annual book that lists 800 plus money funds, also published 2 newsletters, Money Fund Report and Donahue's Money Letter. Investment Company Institute. 4201 H. St. N.W. Number 1200. Washington, D.C. 20005-2148. 202-326-5800. ICI.org. Trade group for mutual funds including money market mutual funds, offers free booklet money market mutual funds and free list of over 300 money market funds. Money fund safety ratings. 3471 North Federal Highway, FT, Lauderdale, Florida 33306. Free booklet, A Beginner's Guide to Money Funds. Some money market funds. Investors Bank. 888-558-2265. $1,000 minimum. Oppenheimer. 800-525-7048. $100 MIN. OppenheimerFunds.com. Reserve. 800-223-5547. $1,000 MIN. Scudder.com. 800-225-2470. $100 MIN. Check. US Access. 877-369-2265. Zurich. Kemper DIST. 222 South Riverside Plaza, Chicago, Illinois 60606. 888-98-861. Kemper.com. Some money market funds with a minimum above $100. Aon. 800-266-3637. Benham tax free. 800-472-3389. Calvert tax free. 800-368-2748. CalvertGroup.com. Capital Preservation. 800-472-3389. Government only. Cash equivalent. 800-621-1148. Cash equivalent / government. 800-621-1148. Centennial. 800-525-7048. DeanWitter.com. 800-869-6397. MSDW.com. Dreyfus.com. 800-645-6561. Fidelity.com. 800-544-8888. Fremont. 800-548-4539. Git. 800-336-3063. Uses government securities. Kemper Government. 800-537-6001. Kemper.com. Kiewit. 800-254-3958. JP Morgan. 800-521-5411. jpmorgan.com. Old Premium Plus. 800-872-6533. PaineWebber. 800-441-7756. PaineWebber.com. Prudential.com. 800-225-1852. Strong Short Term Global. 800-368-1030. 800-368-3863. StrongFunds.com. Transamerica.com. 800-892-7587. TiroPrice.com. 800-638-5660. USAA tax exempt. 800-382-8722. USAA.com. Vanguard MMR / Federal Portfolio. 800-662-7447. Vanguard.com. Zurich Direct. 800-621-1048. ZurichDirect.com. Chapter 2. Bond Mutual Funds Info. Bond Mutual Funds Info. Bond mutual funds are mutual funds which invest in bonds. There are several different types, some investing in government bonds, some in municipal bonds, some in junk bonds, global bonds, etc. They're pretty safe, so you can invest in them rather than put your money in the bank. Any issue of Money Magazine or Kiplinger's usually lists some bond mutual funds. Most bond funds require at least a $100 minimum investment. There are generally two types. 1. Money market mutual funds that invest in money market securities like CDs and U.S. Treasuries. 2. Bond mutual funds that invest in corporate, government and municipal bonds. Bond funds, also called fixed income funds, have higher risks than money market funds but pay higher yields. Unlike money market funds, bond funds are not restricted to high quality or short-term investments. Some types of bond funds are U.S. Treasury Bond Fund, Corporate Bond Fund, International Bond Fund, Municipal Bond Fund, Mortgage-Backed Security Fund. Because there are many different types of bonds, bond funds can vary dramatically in their risks and rewards. Most bond funds have credit risk, which is the risk that companies or other issuers whose bonds are owned by the fund may fail to pay their debts, including the debt owed to holders of their bonds. Some bond funds have little credit risk, such as those that invest in insured bonds or U.S. Treasury bonds, but be careful. Nearly all bond funds have interest rate risk, which means that the market value of the bonds they hold will go down when interest rates go up. Because of this, you can lose money in any bond fund, including those that invest only in insured bonds or treasury bonds. Long-term bond funds invest in bonds with longer maturities, length of time until the final payout. The values, NAVs, of long-term bond funds can go up or down more rapidly than those of shorter-term bond funds. Most of the major fund families have a few bond funds. The problem with bond funds is that their maturity date and their interest rate is not fixed, plus the interest rate could go down over the years. Bond mutual fund websites: aarp.org/money/personal/articles/planning-retirement-bond-funds.html, americancentury.com/funds/bond_funds.jsp, bondmutualfund.com, bonds-mutual-funds.superior-investor.net, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/bond_fund, ici.org/funds/abt/faqs_bond_funds.html, montereyfunds.com, winninginvesting.com/bond_fund_basics.htm. Bond mutual funds for sale. Most MF companies also sell bond MFS. Morningstar.com, ibcdata.com, bond funds, money market funds. safecofunds.com, bairdfunds.com, invesco.com, statefarm.com/mutual/investors/pricing_perf/bondfu.asp, dupree-funds.com, troweprice-online.com/mutual-funds.htm, integrityfunds.com, montereyfunds.com, bondmarketindexfund.com, fidelity.com, americancentury.com, 800-345-2021, 800-472-3389, deanwitter.com, 800-869-3863, msdw.com, Dreyfus Funds, Inc., 144 Glenn Curtis Boulevard, Uniondale, New York 11556, 800-526-0801, 800-554-4611, Dreyfus.com, fidelity.com, 800-544-8888, Fortress, 800-245-5051, franklintempleton.com, 800-342-5236, gabelli.com, 800-Gabelli, 800-422-3554, invesco.com, 800-525-8085, janusfunds.com, 800-525-8983, Kemper Funds, 120 South LaSalle St., Chicago, Illinois 60603, 800-422-2848. Kemper.com, LoomisSales.com, 800-633-3330, MainstayFunds.com, 800-695-2126, 800 Mainstay. Nuveen Funds, Inc. 333 West Wacker Drive, Chicago, Illinois 60606, 800-257-8787, NuveenResearch.com, Putnam Trust, 1 Putnam Place, 859 Willard T. Quincy, Massachusetts 02269, 800-634-1587, 800-225-1581, PutnamINV.com, RidexFunds.com, 800-820-0888, Scudder.com, 800-225-2470, Seligman.com, 800-221-2783, Smith Barney, 800-327-6748, StrongFunds.com, 800-368-3863, 800-368-1030, TiroPrice.com, 800-638-5660, USAA.com, 800-382-8722, Vanguard.com, 800-662-7447, 800-635-1511.